Physics, Alternating Current, class 2 of 1, in which we are going to learn about mean or average value of alternating current, peak value, and root mean square or effective value of alternating current. Okay, so now all these things are you already studied in PUC Science second year, but still we will repeat that thing. What is mean or average value of alternating current? The mean or average value of alternating current is that value of steady current which sends the same amount of charge through a circuit in a certain time interval as is sent by an alternating current through the same circuit in half cycle. So dear students, it means the AC current which sends the charges in a half cycle. The AC current sends charges in a half cycle that equal to that is mean or average alternating current. So therefore, mean of average value of AC is equal to I naught into 63.7%, where I naught is the peak value of positive half cycle. Okay, so therefore the charge or the current which sends the charge for some amount of charge through the circuit in a certain time interval as is sent by an alternating current through the same circuit in half cycle. So that it is, you repeat these things again and again, then only you will come to know what is the meaning of mean or average value of alternating current, dear students. Okay, then the second is peak value. The maximum value attained by an alternating quantity during one cycle is called peak value. So it is also known as the maximum value or amplitude or crest value or peak value of alternating voltage, and current is represented by V naught or I naught, current voltage by V naught and current by I naught respectively. Dear students, when you find an alternating current, then the peak value means the maximum amplitude. So this thing here, you can see this is an AC cycle, and in which the maximum positive value is this amplitude or this crest. Okay, so that is the peak value. If you take a negative, then here you can see this is the negative maxima. Okay, so therefore it may be a voltage or it may be a current. So that it is known as the peak value. Then the next one is root mean square or effective value of alternating current, dear students. So here the RMS, in short, root mean square, RMS value of AC is defined as that steady current which produces the same amount of heat in a conductor in which a certain time interval as is produced by an AC in the same conductor during the time interval of T, or it is a full cycle. So it means, dear students, so when an AC alternating current is passed through a conductor, it produces some amount of heat, and the quantity of heat that is produced by one complete cycle is known as RMS current, root mean square or effective value of alternating current. Okay, so therefore IRMS is equal to I naught divided by square root of 2, that it is equal to 0.707 into I naught. Similarly, Vrms is equal to V naught divided by square root of 2, or it is equal to 0.707 into V naught. Basically, dear students, root mean square RMS value of an alternating current is equal to the 70.7% of its maximum value, and it is a stable steady current. It is a stable steady current of 70.7% of its maximum value of current or maximum value of alternating voltage. Okay, so that is also, but the definition is like this, that is, you can go through it. So next, dear students, in the previous class we discussed the circuit containing pure resistor, pure inductor and pure capacitor. Okay, so now we are going to learn a circuit containing, AC circuit containing resistor and inductor in series. Resistance and inductance in series we are going to connect, and we supply the AC through it. Okay, so now we are going to find the expression for current and impedance. Okay, so let E is equal to E naught sine omega t, that it is equal to E naught into e raised to j omega t be the applied EMF. Clear? So this is in polar form, dear students. Then impedance of the circuit is given by, as the resistance and inductance are connected in series, so therefore Z is equal to R plus j omega L. Okay, so this is the impedance. So therefore current in the circuit I is equal to applied EMF divided by impedance. So according to Ohm's law, V is equal to IR. So I is equal to V divided by R. V is the applied EMF divided by R is the resistance. Here we take it as an impedance. So therefore this is equal to E naught e raised to j omega t. So this is the applied EMF divided by impedance is R plus j omega L. Okay, so we can express now, we just 1 by R plus j omega L, we are changing this something here. Okay, what we are changing here? We are multiplying and dividing it by R minus j omega L, dear students. Okay, so now when it is multiplied and divided by R minus j omega L, so what remained in the denominator? R plus j omega L into R minus j omega L. So A plus B, A minus B is equal to A square minus B square. So that term you already know. But here when we simplify this A square minus B square, here is the J term. When square of the J term, it becomes minus 1 also. Okay. So therefore it becomes equal to, I just taken the direct step of R divided by R square plus omega square L square minus j omega L divided by R square plus omega square L square. So here the j term is not here because j square is equal to minus 1. So that minus and this minus. So A square minus B square, that minus and j square is equal to minus, both becomes plus. Okay. Now this term equal to we put alpha and this term equal to we put beta. Then 1 by R plus j omega L is equal to alpha minus j beta. It is in the complex form. Okay. Then next, further from the graph, so this is the theta, opposite, adjacent and hypotenuse. Okay. Further from the graph, cos theta is equal to R divided by R square plus omega square L square, and sin theta is equal to omega L divided by square root of R square plus omega square L square. Then we know that is 1 by R plus j omega L is equal to alpha minus j beta. We just converted it, and it is equal to 1 by R square plus omega square L square into cos theta minus j sin theta. So here cos theta is equal to R divided by magnitude of R square plus omega square L square, and sin theta is equal to omega L divided by Z, that is magnitude of Z. So when we substitute these two values here, R divided by magnitude and J divided by magnitude, So we get here it is equal to, okay. So therefore when we substitute this in this expression, it becomes cos theta minus j sin theta. So this is equal to e raised to j theta, dear students. Okay. So therefore current I is equal to E naught into e raised to j into bracket omega t minus theta divided by square root of r square plus omega square L square, or I is equal to I naught e raised to j into bracket omega t minus theta. So here I naught is equal to E naught divided by square root of r square plus omega square L square, and Z is equal to square root of r square plus omega square L square. So here is the maximum amplitude of the current, and Z is the impedance of the, that is RL circuit. Okay, RL circuit impedance, that is Z is equal to square root of r square plus omega square L square. Okay, in the next, an AC circuit containing resistance and capacitance in series. So in the previous slide we took an circuit containing resistance and inductor in series. Now resistance and capacitor in series, dear students. Okay, so again the applied EMF is E is equal to E naught sin omega t, that it is equal to E naught into e raised to j omega t in polar form, complex form, be the applied EMF. Then impedance of this circuit, resistance and capacitor are in series, so therefore it becomes Z is equal to R plus 1 by j omega c. Okay, so therefore instantaneous current is given by I is equal to applied EMF divided by impedance, that is Z. So E naught e raised to j omega t divided by R plus 1 by j omega c, as this is the reactance of the capacitor. So that thing also we learned. Now we just make some changes here, that is R plus 1 by j omega c. Instead I write R minus j divided by omega c. So how this numerator comes to, that is denominator comes to numerator, it becomes minus j. That thing also we learned in the previous lessons. Okay, so now we can express again 1 divided by R minus j divided by omega c. So we again multiply this term and divide this term by R plus j divided by omega c. So as we done in the, that is R and L in series circuit. So similarly we can redistribute this a plus b, a minus b, that is equal to a square minus b square. That's the same relation we are using here. So and redistribute this. So this is equal to R divided by R square plus 1 by omega square c square minus j divided by omega c divided by R square plus 1 by omega square c square. When we redistribute this, R plus j by omega c it is, so there is a typing error, so it should be plus R divided by R square plus 1 by omega square c square plus j divided by omega c R square plus 1 by omega square c square. Okay, so now put again in this expression, this is equal to alpha and this is equal to beta. When we substitute, so here it becomes alpha plus j beta. So therefore 1 by R minus j divided by omega c is equal to alpha plus j beta. Further from the graph, cos theta and sin theta we find, and again when we substitute in the equation number 1, so that is 1 by R minus j divided by omega c is equal to alpha plus j beta is equal to, that is R divided by R square plus, so this thing and this thing here, instead of this we substitute here cos theta sine theta terms. So what we get here, that it is equal to 1 by square root of r square plus 1 by omega square c square is equal to into bracket cos theta plus j sine theta. Okay, so now this is the magnitude of the impedance, that it is equal to 1 divided by r square plus 1 by omega square c square into e raised to j theta in complex form. Okay, so when we substitute the value of this thing in a current equation, that is here, when we substitute, so we get I is equal to E naught e raised to j into bracket omega t plus theta divided by square root of r square plus 1 by omega square c square. So that it is equal to I is equal to I naught e raised to j into bracket omega t plus theta. Okay, so where I naught is the maximum amplitude of the current in the, that is RC circuit, it is equal to E naught divided by square root of r square plus 1 by omega square c square, and the impedance of the, that is RC circuit, is given by Z is equal to square root of r square plus 1 by omega square c square, dear students. Okay, thank you.